Welcome back. You're still tuned into Midcap Masala right here on ET Now. And let's now put the spotlight on Embassy Developments because they have expanded their presence in the Mumbai metropolitan region. They've launched 3 new projects with a gross development value of about 12,000 crore rupees. What does this mean for the company and what are their expansion plans? To understand that, we now have Mr. Aditya Virwani, Managing Director at Embassy Developments, now joining us. Mr. Virwani, morning. Ashesha this side. Thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. And first up, let's talk about these 3 new launches that you've done in the MMR region. What will the timeline and the execution profile look like for all these 3 projects?
Good morning. It's great to be here. It is exciting times at Embassy because after 6 years of hard work, we finally announced ourselves in Mumbai with 3 exciting launches, Juhu, Worli, and Alibag. From a timeline point of view, Citadel, which is the Worli project, is a tall tower that will take 6 to 7 years to complete. But Juhu and Alibag, relatively shorter, smaller projects. Juhu is 3.5 lakh square feet, RERA carpet. We estimate 3 to 4 years to build such a structure.
All right, but along with that, Aditya, give us some sense that once these projects ramp up, how much contribution do you expect from the MMR portfolio in FY 27 and 28, if you can quantify that for us?
So I think Mumbai will continue to represent 30% of the total company's exposure. I can see that 30% inching up towards 50% over the next few years, given how deep MMR is. And the whole point of our takeover of Indiabulls Real Estate was to get a foothold into Mumbai, which is the biggest market in India. So very excited about the potential of this brand in Mumbai, but we will be taking it slow and steady. We don't want to just jump in and do any redevelopment and any project. We want to cherry pick our deals, high margins, high convictions, high surpluses. That's going to be the strategy forward for Embassy.
Mr. Virwani, out of the 3 projects that you've launched, one of them has received RERA approval, but for the other 2 approvals are pending, I believe. How soon do you expect to receive these approvals?
So we've already applied for Alibag. We're going to get it in the next 30 days, and Juhu would be launched in the next 3 months.
All right, but along with that, how do you assess the outlook for the office leasing, particularly in the context of the rising GCC demand and the evolving return to office trend?
So offices has its best ever year. We're very excited about that because as Embassy, that is the expertise that we're going to bring in. This is not just a residential play. This is a residential and a commercial play. And as the market slows down with the residential, we see the upcycle on the office kick in. And this is where our focus is also going to be, is cater the same large-scale REITable assets that we've been building at Embassy. We're going to bring that to this company. We want to do more of that in Mumbai. We have 3 office assets at Embassy REIT in Mumbai. Gives us a good exposure already, but it's a deep market. Mumbai especially has seen a lot of absorption. We want to grow that office portfolio in Mumbai. Bangalore, of course, is our home turf. The GCC story continues to be so robust here. We want to build on that too. And quite exciting times for India. I think this is really where we differentiate ourselves in this time of a AI revolution. I think we can cater to that by playing this GCC and continuing to upskill the outsourcing work that's happening in this country.
Okay, so the outlook is very positive. Unfortunately, we are short of time, so we'll have to wrap this interaction here. Mr. Virwani, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now, and we look forward to interacting with you more often. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Buy now, sell now will come up next.